You still see me? Hello? There we go. Oh god, I can hear myself. Hate it! Hate it! Hate it! Absolutely hate it. So hello, good afternoon. I hope you're having a great good morning. I don't know why I said good morning or afternoon. It's not afternoon, is it? It's still the morning time. Yay. I'm closing tabs, and that unfortunately was a video. Ugh. Let me go over to my Twitch one. I have to make sure that ads are not playing right now, which chances are they probably are. They're not playing. Apparently this is my affiliate anniversary, which are you back? Are you back from ads? Like, are the ads over? It says the ads are about to start, so if you get more ads, I am so sorry. I don't mean it, man. I'm trying to stop them. Yeah, Twitch says that ads are about to start in 20 seconds, so um, you might have just seen the pre-roll ads that happen when you join a stream. Um, so I apologize. It's about to run just regular ads. So I can't stop that. Unfortunately, I can't delay them right now. Hi, Grunder. Hi, Colin. I hope you're all having a great day. Um, so let me explain to you. Now, let me wait till it. Oh. Here's some water. Here. Colin, can you still see me? I think that works on this screen. Not the tech. Hmm. Weird. No. Yeah, there. Still working. Alright, so as of right now, what we're doing is we are trying to unlock what's known as the My World achievement in regards to Slay the Princess. Are you trying to waterboard me? I think you're trying to waterboard me, sir. Here. Hydrate again. I don't have any cold soda. Which I thought I put some in the fridge last night, but apparently I did not. Yeah, I need to drink more water anyways. Supposed to be better for me. So what we've been doing is that we have been working on what's known as the My World achievement when it comes to this game. So far we have 3 of the bodies. We have Happily Ever After. That one hurt really badly to do. We have the razor, which didn't hurt as much, but it was pretty gruesome. A bloody knife fight. And we have the cage, which also kind of hurt to watch because it was kind of like just broken. There's 2 more we're working on. That we're gonna work on today, as well as the final boss. Next 2 I don't feel as bad for doing, but it's gonna be interesting. It was the video from yesterday, so if you fell asleep during my video, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw you talking for the most part. Alright. I don't care, we've already been all this. If you're tired, you should rest, dude. Shouldn't try to Oh Jesus. Take the blade. Stabby stabby. Basement? Jesus, dude. Dude, why are you up so late, man? You need to get some sleep. Yeah, I have the same kind of issues. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Ugh. No, it's not. I'ma drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
This stuff we've seen anyways, so it's... Yeah.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, you're a bitch. We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Do I? Flame the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Yeah. Stabby.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Oh no. Oh no!
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Oh, gee.
We can still turn this around.
Hello, Reaper. Watch this. I give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken.
Got it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's
Yeah.
too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. This is if you remember this is kind of
You're on a
when I
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will...
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her.
Give me 1 second. I gotta close the door.
We're capable
It'll
of
still
doing
be playing.
anything in this situation.
At least till I
She
get to the
probably
choices.
doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely
I don't know if I said this, but hello, Reaper.
catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
I should check.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation,
my bad.
there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her.
That reminds me, I have a
Either would be
chiropractor appointment
terrible.
today.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
As proceeding to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Excuse me.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched
that?
on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Approach the
You
mirror.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Jesus, dude. Alright, we're taking the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Witness
You weren't
me.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Big lady.
The princess towers over you, almost
Big
glowing
lady.
in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me.
The last time
What do you want?
we turned her into the Fury.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more.
Oh, my head.
You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No. But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
I feel like I'm being lectured.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
It's
You
the
shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing
it's the Dark
we could
Souls
do to
boss that
stop
Reaper
her then.
mentioned.
And there's nothing we can do to stop her now. He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Oof. I'm going to remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
That's kind of worrisome,
Can
Colin.
she do that? There's nothing she can't do.
There's nothing she can't do.
Meekness, despair, but a hint of something more. A small taste of stubborn resistance. A grain in the storm of my cosmic wind. Enough to be felt, but not enough to matter.
Cosmic wind.
And there it is. I am destined to end the world. Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Oh God.
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's no objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight.
I remember this.
Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Last time I fought it. Why? What are you going to try and make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. You're not cleaning around under my hand. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you? No.
You reach forward
Blade.
and grasp the blade.
Stand.
Stabby, stab. Stabby, stabby.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Stand!
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation.
Hey, black
The
holes.
moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds.
No, it won't.
But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Last time I fought back
Take
against her.
that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this. And
We'll end this all right.
why is the broken so
Your
strong?
hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
I apologize for the unclear language. I could slay the princess. I could resist.
No,
Slay
you
yourself.
can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me. Are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh, this is different.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
What?
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries.
Last time I could fight back.
Flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever.
I think because I didn't fight back at first.
No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
She just controlled the narrator.
I promise.
Shut up, Broken!
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
What the heck? The hypothesis. Well,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
hey, we can see the cabin from here.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, 5 times already?
3.
I think this is 3. Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract.
Where's the Broken?
Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her. Don't you get it?
There he is.
Makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
Power.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us. Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
We're all arguing.
Talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
God.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Okay, I'm going to take a small moment because the ads are about to play again. I swear to God, I thought I changed this thing so it only runs every hour, but it's doing it every half hour, which is annoying. But yeah, bear with just a moment. We'll be right back, alright? Okay, doing that was disables it for an hour. If you can still see me, I'm sorry I had to run the ads for about 3 minutes as opposed to a minute and a half. Jesus, Colin. I feel bad. Man, it feels bad, man. Blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. Yeah, you're the lucky one, Colin, I swear. If more people were subscribed, they wouldn't be getting ads in the first place. La 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 la. You make me feel like blah 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 blah. Oh god. It's gold. Yeah, gotcha games are games that take away money. Alright, I think okay. I'm sorry about that, Grunder. If I run them for 3 minutes as opposed to a minute and a half like it has before, then it gets rid of ads for an hour. So that way we don't have to deal with them for a little while. Sorry about that. We are going to head to the cabin.
But a great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
Did I really turn her into a god?
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Oh god.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes.
Oh.
Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Witness your better's ascension.
You watch
Oh.
in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Yeah, and I can't stop that.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Hey, funny one. Didn't you say something about a third option earlier? Well, they'll make everyone unhappy? We're going to take the blade!
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
You're not going to win. You know that.
I don't care.
Right? What are you going
We're gonna
to
fight.
do with that tiny blade? Give her a scratch.
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging. See how everything's floating around her? I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard.
Really hard.
You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Oh, jeez. Charge into oblivion!
You launch yourself towards the princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
That's right, she doesn't! So she has no idea what she's in for. With a heavy thump, you land on her chest. It's now or never. We've come this far. Let's take it home.
There we go. I think I stopped it. Carve into her divine heart. Good God, she is huge. Look at my little tiny hand.
You strike, but her skin is like steel. Though you stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
Oh no.
You see? It was always pointless. All this has done is bring us close to her. And how beautiful it is to be so close.
It's not pointless, it can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She thinks she's so much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
He offered us forgiveness. You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as...
Broken, shut up! Hurl the blade at her eye!
Yes! Yes! Let's give her something to remember us by.
Ring!
You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky
And then nothing. She could never be harmed by...
Got her!
it pierces her cornea. She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand.
Aha.
You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
So I've misread you. You are not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand!
The princess holds up her monumental hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light. The inferno incinerates everything that is you. And with it... No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God!
Leave me no other choice. Suffer for the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation will purify us both.
Shifting mount, please. Oh, thank God, she's coming. There is nothing left to burn, yet still you persist amid a world unraveled.
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was everything. But I'm no better than you, am I?
You never get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Leave a divine being with a blinding scar. I was like, you want to insult me? And he's the one guy's like, oh, we could never harm. Oh, Jesus. Approach the mirror. That's one. Silence as you approach. The voices all have burned away. All have burned away? Jeez! Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. They were already gone! What are you doing? You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Why is it just her head?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
That's a big face. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Well. Alright. How many more do you need?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Alright. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Well, hydrate has a time. It has a
You're
cooldown.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Works for me, so I don't
is a
know.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Maybe you need to
You
refresh
find
the
the
stream.
princess within. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Oh god.
The only furniture
Oh
of
god.
note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade
God.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the.
You're about to see some horror. We're about to be involved in some horror stuff, so
is probably doing her a favor.
yeah.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is someone there?
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Colin's been
You're
redeeming
playing a
all
dangerous
streams,
game
so
by coming here unarmed.
continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
Oh,
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Uh-huh.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name? I don't know anything about you. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're supposed to... I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little while. We can... No, I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up. It doesn't... Back upstairs. I can't believe you're... Out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away for a little bit.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Compromise!
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So
Okay.
I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I liked it.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make
Oh.
it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Oh,
You
no.
have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the
I know
basement.
You think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Sounds
You
angry.
turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh, no.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking to the plan.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Where's the blade?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement.
Oh.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh boy.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken.
This is how we got the nightmare last time.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh, man.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be.
Boy!
This can't actually be how everything is.
Why don't I keep yawning?
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Maybe it's the lack of caffeine. The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
Door's
It's just
gone.
an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Oh boy.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Last time I did not grab the
So
blade.
deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Hi, Dare-san.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, no? Better than a knife?
Oh, Cappy.
Do we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Into the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto
Eyeballs.
a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back.
Great.
She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard it is to throw a knife. I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her in there.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Dun dun dun.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Yeah, this ain't ordinary, dude.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I'm just gonna do nothing then.
Decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Yep.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision
They're gone.
fades out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Okay, Paranoid. Do it.
lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more. Your body reapproaches death.
This stupidness again.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You
Like how the
have
paranoid
seconds left.
The paranoid one is the one
Yes,
figuring
I'm
things
sure.
out.
Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
The gone demon!
Decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart, lungs,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
nerves. She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Nerves. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Oh yeah, I ended up with the moment of clarity last time.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Leave. I remained with the nightmare last time. Okay, let's get out of here.
No!
Ah!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit.
Ah!
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment in oblivion. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Lungs, liver, nerves. I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not... Right.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, lungs, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. Heart, she needs us alive. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here.
Ah!
The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Ah! Alright, let's try the door. Oh, no, wait. I think the door is locked.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Not true. Alright, let's try it then.
You pull against the door.
Hey, it worked.
The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
Hey, there we go.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart. Lungs.
Oh, that was creepy.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here.
are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Oh,
I
jeez.
don't know. Secret reasons?
Secret reasons.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same
Stabby.
thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Stabby, 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 stabby.
What do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes.
Jesus.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
Okay, we're dying.
Do.
Well, you guys.
This is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it.
Really?
Heart, lungs, liver.
You're terrible at this.
Doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
We're arguing.
Heart, lungs, liver.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Heart, lungs.
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
Nerves.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy.
Fuck that!
Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Lungs.
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support.
Lungs.
But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Nerves.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
Like, we need you
I'm
to.
done. You can let me take over again.
We need your help to say that we trust her. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart, lungs, liver.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Liver, nerves,
Open the door.
liver, nerves, heart.
Slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. Liver.
And we
She
miss.
doesn't
Oh!
even move as the blade sinks into her heart. Liver.
We did it. We actually did it.
Lungs.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
What?
Can she?
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth.
Oh, Jesus.
As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness.
Okay, then. Fall
You
through
are
it.
falling
Rest of your life.
forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through.
We've saved the world.
I can stop now, can't I? I
Oh, my
can.
God. Oh.
Finally.
Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here.
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
It means you're falling. Forever. Oh, no.
Bruh.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this.
You continue to fall.
Narrator, you're an idiot.
Forever's
You're...
gonna end eventually, right?
I still have the knife.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick.
It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it?
What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need? I don't know. Falling forever doesn't seem too bad to me. Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens? Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places? Explore. Off the blade?
Oh no, what are you doing?
You loosen your grip, and the blade tumbles through your open fingers.
Now you're really forever. There's no way out now.
More time passes. More time passes.
So like,
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility.
Of course I did. Though
I'd rather-
I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject. No. Still no.
eventually, might as well spill sweet secrets now. No, it's something else to talk about.
Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not.
Either way, at least needling him is something to do. Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
I don't know, falling forever
You
doesn't
say
seem
that
too
now,
nice.
but let's see how we all feel after a week, or a month, or a year.
Am I not a
That's
creature
a
biology?
grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
You really shouldn't have gotten rid of the blade. It was
Now, if we're going to be stuck here until we starve, we really shouldn't be at each other's throats.
Falling forever.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest. Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Aw.
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. The narrator
Secret?
ignores you.
How dare you?
I can. The narrator
Secret?
continues to ignore you. You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time. But that doesn't stop it from passing. Nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
The Wraith. Oh boy!
You're on a path in the wood.
Ooh, spiderwebs.
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way, and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord.
Lord.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her, and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends, and everyone ends with it. Yourself included.
Aha!
See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods.
Like a
This
loop.
place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Oh boy.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Right.
Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
The same narrator. You talk to yourself. Let's see what happens.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Begone,
It isn't
Damon.
long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't
Well,
think
cabin
you need
looks
any
normal.
words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge, and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something
A wraith.
that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Ah! Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or are you really giving them? I'll just enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and
Ooh.
dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
This seems like a horror movie.
The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall.
Oh.
Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her. I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time. Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side. At least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom. Which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on.
You called us worms.
If you will. She'll understand the value of that.
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of the hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it? Let's approach it.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
Why am I walking slowly?
Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side.
Uh-huh.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
This is
clean.
it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Oh boy.
Shit. Where is she?
Shit.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Oh!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me.
Oh boy.
So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this.
No.
Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this. Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
Look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You've lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here.
But you did hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again.
Come on, lady.
Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
Jesus.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
I have to say, at least the broken doesn't have to keep my body running.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon.
Yes.
So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately
Kind of.
means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
It's the last body I need,
Look,
but there's
she's mad at us. I get it.
something I have
It's
to do.
nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry. I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I'll iron things
I'll
out.
iron things out.
Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. Your vision fades.
Oh, God.
As she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Soul.
You're awake. Eyes
Hey,
once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Well, I've been possessed.
Cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Oh!
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
You want me to get up after you
The two
broke
of
my
you are
ankle?
being incredibly rude. Hi, hello, welcome. I live here, along with him, and... Well, I've never been clear on whether or not he lives here. I don't think this is helping. We should try to keep a low profile. I just want to tell you how great a job you're doing. You're a real go-getter, really seizing destiny by the throat and making it yours. It's the kind of gumption a guy can really admire. That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and
I didn't stab her in the back.
you're around.
I stabbed her in the chest.
I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go-around, I suggested that we free you. I'm on your side. At the end of the day, I just want a job. I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that.
She's
I wanna
arguing
make
with
sure
him.
I have a place helping you run it. I think you should stop talking.
Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do all that alone, and we are the only people you know. Possibly the only people left alive once you've done whatever it is you're going to do. So you'll have to hire us.
Have to hire us.
No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault.
What?
Don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door.
Does this place even have a
Movement is
basement?
stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Lady. No. Throw my body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
Oh! Too late.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Aha.
Now this is just embarrassing. I would have made sure all of you had cushy jobs on the other side of this, but you're going to make it impossible to patch things up.
Jesus.
It's now or never, no doubt. Just make it happen. You throw everything you have against her.
I'm taking against your
for
will.
one
Deal with your enemy the
brief
only way you
moment
can.
to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Oh, back to falling forever.
I thought we already fell forever. Yes, but now we're falling with her. She doesn't get an easy way out this time, just like we didn't get an easy way out last time.
The ads are about to run again. Apparently it's already been an hour, which time flies. This is probably going to be have to be the last ad that we have to deal with, thank God, because this is about to end. So we'll be right back. I want to see if my soda's cold as well, so I'll be right back, everybody. I don't know why you're lucky when it comes to my ads. I don't know about anybody else, though. Really? Because the ads are supposed to run for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Are you refreshing the stream or something? Huh, it's weird. Very, 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 very weird, man. Oh, oh really? Did everybody get short ads? Grunder didn't get any ads. Huh, that's crazy. That's cool. Good, good.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yay!
What happens now?
Now she gets to argue with us too!
But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You and you and you and me. Hey! Rip out. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Time to be taken away. Hey, we're not. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't fit. It's calling us. And not in a good way. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Why does this feel small, distant as you approach? Bounce as you reach forward, they're gone once again. Mirror is mixing late, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Birdie! It's the narrator. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you
Are you
know
me?
what I am.
The narrator. Splitting the image and the glass into another crack formed, another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.
We've already crossed the point of no return. You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Okay. You have heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and narcissistic god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. You already proceed to the cabin one last time. Driven heart, bring the wraith to her. You arrive at the heart of things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Showtime.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
How am I still the bird? Well, everybody heard about the bird.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay, if I did this right, there's gonna be something different here. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Player. You calling?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
I found it funny that played when she said, I am not death.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories left unfinished.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Okay. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have questions, and I still have so many questions. And I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
You gonna attack me?
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I said I wanted to talk, not attack! Hello. See how it's different? These are all white. This is red. It's got a red line to it. Even when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you. And when I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you down a bottomless pit.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. But you did not go quietly. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood, and through that defiance, you bound us both together. Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
Even when you became a shadow of a god, one good shot was all it took to bring you crashing down.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made our prison. And it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. Even when you cut yourself free, it was that lie that kept us bound in the dark. It was that lie that drove your edge through my heart. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine heart. Shatter it. Leave with me.
Fear or not, I drove that blade into your heart, and I remained while you were taken away.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
I think I'm pissing her off.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Yeah, the razor kind of hurt.
On
Not really.
on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
Lady,
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
I did rise far above you, and I am far above you still. I will destroy you now as I destroyed you then.
The echo was deluded. A world without me would be an eternal hell. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale?
This one really hurt. Anybody who's ever been part of a relationship that kind of slowly fell apart and slowly just slowly died. It's what happens when you become obsessed with trying to live the perfect life, but you do the same things over and over again and you lose feeling. That hurt real bad.
You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you tore down the walls and freed us both from a mockery of life. Would you rebuild those walls and throw the world in them? Would you keep them in that box we shared and tell them that they're happy?
I sunk my blade in your heart because I didn't need you. I still don't need you.
Enough!
Oh god, I've pissed her off! The princess dives into you once more, but this time no lone figure claws its way to the surface. Instead, you are swept up in the whole of her multitudes, an infinite tide crashing against you. They are like gnats against your divine skin.
I am the thread that weaves nothing into something.
She tears into you, hand and fist and tooth and claw, the pace of your dance quickening and quickening and quickening. But the faster she moves, the more easily you keep pace. You have already seen the path to victory. My hands. As she strikes again, you catch her, hands clasping her wrists and wings binding her arms. A furor arises in her multitudes as they struggle against you, but you remain unmovable in your resolve. And then it's over. Her shoulders slump and her limbs go slack. You see defeat in her many eyes.
This shouldn't be possible. What are you? What can you ever hope to be without me to define your shape?
Define my shape.
Please, don't do this to yourself.
But the time for speech is over. You will make her see your truth. Offer her your hand. No, I'm going to save right here, because I'm kind of curious what happens if you do either one. Destroy her. She is gone, and you are truly alone. There are worse things to be than alone. Your consciousness sits at the center of the long quiet, at the center of yourself with nothing left to distract you. You can finally feel its edges. The artificial constraints put in place by a lesser thing that could never hope to understand you, where the infinite folds into itself endlessly. Your cage. It only imprison you as long as you didn't notice it, and it has your full attention now. At the mere thought that it might break, it falls apart. That's pretty that's pretty. And there you see it, a world free from death, your new world, ever moving but never decaying, a world of uninterrupted experience. This is your new world. This is the rarest achievement you can get in this game. What things will you put in it now that it is yours? What beings will you carve into eternity to experience you? What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? There are worse things to be than alone. Your new world. I want to see what happens if I take her hand. I'm kind of curious about that. Dumb ways. I didn't die. Actually, I fought against her and won. Blah, 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 blah.
Wow! Wow!
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. That's funny because that's supposed to be the rarest achievement. So if that's the first one you got, then that's kind of crazy. It means that I have to sing for when I talk. So if I'm talking, I have to sing it instead of just saying it normally. I want to see what happens if I offer my hand.
You offer me your hand as if you've proven me wrong. But I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. You just haven't listened to me.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
No, we've already done all that. We've already seen what happens in regards to that. I guess quit actually closes the entire game. I'm dumb. Anyways, so that was Slay the Princess. That was the rarest, supposedly the rarest achievement where only like 3% of players have actually gotten. So yeah. So that's it for me for today. Let me see about possibly rating somebody if anybody's live. I don't know if anybody I watch is live right now. Who knows? Who knows? Following. Whoa, I got a rarity. What rarity did you get? Oh, yeah, rare. Yeah, you got a rare achievement. If you actually look at the Steam achievements list for it, that one is only 3% of players have ever actually got, which means that either you had to follow a guide or you just kind of got it randomly just by pure chance, pretty much. A lot of those were basically ones that were part of the expansion, because, as you know, this was Slay the Princess, the Pristine View, which had extra content than just the regular view. I wasn't aware of the extra ones because I had used the list before trying to grab certain ones, which is how I got things like the Moment of Clarity and things like that, which kind of was crazy. But I digress. Yeah, it's all fun and games until a ghost tries to take your brain away. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to raid... We're gonna raid... Goodness. We're gonna raid Mallory. Oh, she's away from her thing. Back. Is she playing a game or no? Oh, she is. We're gonna raid a friend of mine, named Dragon Sovereign. She's around the same kind of size I am, but she doesn't have that many viewers as of right now. But she's a sweetie. So, yeah, and we're gonna pretty much triple her viewer count, which is gonna be hilarious if we all go. So I hope everybody has a great day, and